After months in deep space conducting an intensive field study of social dynamics aboard the cryoship SS Delany, Nalini Jackson, NASA ex-postdoctorate fellow of applied sociology, DASC, came to an uncomfortable conclusion. She didn't really like people, on the whole. It was an embarrassing realization, given that her life's work was studying them. Sort of like a dentist who hates teeth, she feared. It was incredibly isolating as well, as the universe lacked any other intelligent life to talk to. There were several human beings among the likely millions she'd encountered, whom Nalini appreciated on an individual basis, which is why she didn't consider herself a true misanthrope. She even loved some of them, sometimes. Individually, people could be great. Studies showed that even the most antisocial primates made similar exceptions. All the data were clear on this. When feeling particularly optimistic, Nalini would advocate for the theory that if limited to very small bands, people could even be enjoyable, in limited doses. But the unavoidable truth was that when people were given the chance to form groups of significant size, tribalism erupted among them like recurring blisters, and thus Homo sapiens' true nature was revealed. Because with the tribes came the bickering, the rancor, the fighting among polar opposites, the infighting among ideological twins, the rejection of empirical evidence in favor of the soothing myths and partisan lies. Nalini could list the faults of humanity all day. It was all rather predictable, but still fascinating. Sometimes, Nalini wished she could simply enjoy the study of her own species solely for the comedic exercise it was, without the haunting knowledge that these same traits would likely result in their extinction. For though humanity had faced a myriad of existential questions over the course of its enlightenment, Nalini had the misfortune of coming of age during an era when there was really only one. Would we destroy our planet before we figured out how to escape it? If humanity achieved interstellar migration, it could pollinate the universe with sentient life for millennia, avoiding extinction via diversification of location. If humans didn't accomplish this goal, the only unanswered question would be which combo of consequences for humanity's collective sins would deliver the fatal blow. Climate devastation, nuclear Armageddon, systemic xenophobia, virulent partisanship, pandemics, man-made or man-fault. They were all strong contenders. The range of cataclysms was dazzling, but as an academic, Nalini was most impressed with humanity's ability to embrace the delusion that everything was fine. In her application for NASA X's advertised Open Social Science Astronautic Research position, Nalini proposed examining whether the Delany's crew, consisting, as it was, of society's most capable, intelligent individuals, could overcome humankind's known social limitations. Effects of prolonged interstellar expedition isolation on group dynamics, she'd titled her proposal, then submitted it on a lark, inspired by hubris, free time, and a depressed job market. But someone must have agreed with the argument she made in her cover letter, that, as a sociologist with an undergraduate degree in planetary science, she was uniquely qualified to study humans beyond their earthly habitat. This undergraduate focus was a mere vestigial tale of a long-abandoned dream that lived solely on her resume, but it was enough to give her an advantage. Within a year, she was bidding farewell to her life on Earth, her great-aunt, her studio apartment, her younger sister, whom she didn't really get along with, surprised by how little there was to say goodbye to.